Hi, welcome to episode 8. In this episode, I'm going to tell you about how overtraining derailed 3 weeks of my Ironman prep and what it took to get me back on track. Thanks for watching.
120 hours over the 20-week program.
Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you would like to follow this journey.
Yeah, listen, we fucked up.
So for 7 weeks, I'd been making a classic training mistake. I was doing my easy runs too hard. Even though this is pretty much endurance training 101, somehow I'd taken my eye off the ball.
Promise I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top. Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love.
So glad
I
that got those 2 long workouts in, but my legs are destroyed. And legs are definitely feeling it. Got some heavy legs. So. I went off plan by adding in a training camp for week 6. We had a trip to Arkansas on the calendar to see family, and I thought making it a cycling-focused training camp would be fun. And it was. So much so that my enthusiasm and the cooler weather pushed me well beyond target for the week on both volume and intensity. Week 7, I returned to training in Florida, and the heat was worse than when we left. The heat index this week topped 110 every day. Coming off the high of training camp, though, I was determined to continue to train hard. And as I pointed out in episode 7, I was screwing up my run program. Week 8 was supposed to be a recovery week, about 75% of the volume of week 7. I did cut my volume, but once again I let my intensity creep up across the board. Bottom line, it was not a recovery week. In spite of feeling sluggish heading into week 9, I was determined to have a strong training week to kick off my next build. Battling the oppressive heat and humidity, I pushed myself on pace and intensity on every workout. And to top the week off, I decided to do my Sunday long run in Sarasota to incorporate running the bridge multiple times. The heat caught up to me in mile 10, and the final 2 miles were a death march. Short on water at the end, I probably flirted with heat exhaustion, but it wasn't until the following week that I felt the cumulative effect of all this jackassery. By the numbers, I had had decent training weeks, but I was exhausted physically and mentally. For the first time in my entire training program, I was dreading my workouts. My first session of week 10 was supposed to be an interval bike. Not only did I dread the session, my body flat out rejected it. It wasn't happening. And I realized that although I'd identified my problem, I hadn't yet paid the full price for my 9 weeks of overtraining. I was hungover. Fuck me, I've got a training hangover. My heart rate variability told the story. I was digging myself into an overtraining hole. Next stop, adrenal fatigue. So how do you cure a training hangover? Hair of the dog, perhaps? No. There's only one cure, rest. More specifically, quality rest. To get quality rest, you have to reduce stress. No late nights, good nutrition, no drama. You get the picture. So I called an emergency rest week. I put week 10 on the shelf and gave myself the week off. I decided I would do a couple of easy 45-minute trainer rides and a couple of super easy runs, but no elevated heart rate sessions. And I scaled my strength sessions back to 30-minute body weight only workouts. I also focused on getting myself into a caloric surplus with good macros. Oh, and last but not least, I slept in every day. So in my second ever attempt at a structured training plan, I've once again found myself in a familiar place, overtrained. Fortunately, this time did not come with a stress fracture or other obvious injury. I've got to train smarter over the next 10 weeks though, or my first 140.6 could be over before I hit the start line. I am as optimistic as ever though. I caught my mistake early enough and have a great revised plan going forward. See you next time, and thanks again for watching. Well, you get the picture. And I'm looking at the screen instead of the camera. What a dumbass. You get the picture. Not you.
You get
You get the picture? You get the picture. You get the picture. So bad.